Alright, I think we're all set. There we go, yeah. Howdy, Xavier. Hey, little church lord. Good to see you both in the chat as soon as I get in here. I'm doing good, thank you for asking. Where are we going? Let's try this at nighttime. Pretty good, just beat Shadow Tree Avatar on my second DLC run. Nice, nice. This was your Sorcerer run, if I recall right, correct? There we go. I'm not sure if I'm happy with that framing, to be honest. But I also can't think of, like, anything better. Yeah, this doesn't look great either. Guys like, rah, rah, we rebel! And these guys over here are like, yeah, whatever you say, Jim. Whatever you say. See my post in the Elden Ring chat, Loki? Which ones? I'm gonna assume no, because I don't remember them. But let's be honest, me remembering something is not a good barometer. I somehow get the feeling you're not supposed to be like this. So when's that patch happening? What corpse is that thing? Come on, you could have at least changed up the sound effect from Saw. Again, this is why when someone tells me, oh, but it's in the game, there's no way Miyazaki would make an oversight, I laugh. Hey, Pastor. No further developments in the unionizing of Spigotten. Disappointing, yep. It's never gonna happen. It's a pipe dream. Man, it's really hard getting that angle you want, you know? They have to have the Muppet mouths every time they do anything. embarrassing. There you go. That angle, they both look good. Did they ever fix that Misbegot, the Haligtree, who's hacking into the floor with a bow and flesh audio? Nope, they just added another one with the giant guy back there. He does the same thing. It's so funny, Night Scout. I was just talking about it. Like, I swear, this game. Sometimes I'm convinced they want me to find all their stupid crap. Oh, it's just me comparing the Ancient Meteoric Greatsword and the... Oh, no, yeah, I saw that. I saw that, don't worry, yeah. Actually, I saw the clips. Yeah, when you showed it in the vids like that, it definitely looked similar, but... Again, we still have to somehow connect that to a war with gods. And pretty big gods, if that arrowhead is any indication. This is the dungeon where the Misbegotten are just kind of roaming inside, right? No, it's not this one. Okay. It's the other one. I wonder why the Misbegotten like coming to these forges. Huh. You also saw the Horn Sent Prayer thing? The thing when you do the incantation, right? Yeah. We're all doing the spiral. Alright, I think this one would be better off in nighttime, right? Yeah. True, it is a good shelter, just in abstract. But I'm curious if there could be any more specific reason there. Like, is it just that they happen to decide they're going to rebel next to a fortified stone ruin, or... Yeah, you know what? The arms thing, though, is a good point. They could always, like, be like, hey, these are, like, ancient forges. Maybe we can create some new armaments. Perhaps perhaps it's related to Hugh's thing to smithing? Sure. That's always a possibility. The thing is, we don't really see much with Misbegotten and smithing besides Hugh. Yeah, you can't really see the forge or anything related to this Misbegotten here. You can kind of see this, though. I guess I could always try using this as a marker. Just chilling in your little pawn thing. Don't let me get in your way. Oh, I have to hear this, chat. One sec. Well, at least I got this one right. wasn't the bodies attacking. I don't remember, and even if I did, I'm not sure if it'd be entirely relevant. Because the general idea is that they're just all killing each other here. So I can imagine this guy's got... Especially, we also keep in mind, these are former Misbegotten, so it's no shocker if they're doing the same thing we see Misbegotten do. I like this one. Nah. Oh yes, these are Misbegotten transformed, right? Yeah, these specifically. This is where we get the, where is it? Where is that? Do I even have it on me? I don't think so, because I think I put all that crap away. But it's the one where you get the Blood Fiend Ash for one of their, like, little caster types, right? And it specifically uses the terminology in the JP that means, oppressed slave. And that's the same terminology used in the winged, Misbegotten, Ashes. Again, separate, of course, but, you know, slave, and talk about how they're oppressed and stuff like that, right? So, it's very obvious they want you to connect the dots on these two. Now, we've done what we needed here. So... let's turn off always stealth, turn on high HD, and let's watch the fireworks. Huh? There we go. They didn't know the others were around. I don't know if the, I think the buff that's supposed to help keep them from dying isn't working. You get that at the end of the Waterfall KRT kill the Blood and Chief boss, right? Yeah, possibly. I have to go back and check. Because I honestly don't remember, like, which specific corpses you get or chests you get for anything right now. Speaking of, did we get any unique chests for this game? Sorry, for this DLC? I don't think so. I think it's all the basic stuff, right? God, they're ugly. Why are you inside his ass? Something like this, huh? There we go. I will look over there later. Pretty cool. There we go. Oh, okay, there's some half blue, half black Mesmer banners at the Black Keep. Somewhere you get the dueling shield and some blue lighting, with some blue lighting. And on the West Bridge is where I've seen them so far. Oh, let's go over and check them out then. Alright, so chat, are there any other Misbegotten places I should be checking out besides over here where this forage is? I forgot. AI's off for me, too. There we go. Let's reset that and then see if we can get any good shots of the camp. And then, like I said, once the camp's done and over with, we'll be gone. Very much a ruined camp, too, huh? There we go. Alright. More horn bodies. This is poison that extends all the way over here, right? Although not 100% sure why this specific area has poison versus others, right? Yeah. Kind of seems a little random to me. Well, that's one way to render this area. Some of these birds in the lake have poison stingers. Wait, what? Do you mean like the normal birds or the grave birds? Oh! You're right. Huh. Huh. Are we supposed to believe they brought that then? Huh. I just killed these guys from range so easily, I didn't even notice. Yeah, good catch by Xavier, for sure. So I guess we're supposed to just believe that these golems can do stuff to themselves, right? To match their environment, if it's like, also like you say with Trino. I can't imagine Mikola's going out of his way to take the other half he dropped off and have it be equipped with that type of thing. So I have to imagine it's mostly a game thing. Alright, so what was it? Notice when they were trying to sit on me for some reason. Trying to sit on you, huh? Also, I've been trying to think out that Glow My Queen situation on the side chat. Like, I've gone over it in my head again and again, and every time I go over it, I arrive at the same conclusion. And I even realized, I was like, oh wait, I'm completely forgetting about stuff like, oh yeah, the Fire Monk guys who betray and join up with the Godskins. So you can't have any of the stuff with the Godskins happening before the Fire Monk stuff. So it's like, the more I think about this, the more I'm like, okay, Mesmer and Glow My Queen and Melina and all that stuff, like, all of that has to happen after the Erd Tree is already a thing. Also, it only makes sense in that case. Like, why is there such a big emphasis of Glow My Queen with, like, death and fire if it's not to end Marika's age of life? And all that, right? So... what do we want here? Are these guys always in the employ of Mesmer, or do we see them in, like, other contexts as well? I can't remember. Because they could theoretically serve anybody, really. They've always been mercenary. Right. Nothing in there. Let's see. The statue behind Mesmer implies that the statue was built in between the shadow statues and the base game statues because it has the hair of base game, but it has a belt like shadow and only has one arm. Only has one arm. America never is missing her arm, is she? Am I crazy? I mean, you could always argue that it's, because you have to also acknowledge that the belt thing has been added in with the shadow statue and stuff. So it's always possible that it's just the artist getting creative and adding that. Yeah, I would never have found this on my own, for sure. I would have missed this a million times over. The only way I could have possibly done this is if I went to this staircase, I would have maybe seen this and been like, oh, I can jump down here. But this, I would have totally missed. I could totally see myself, if I give myself a once-over to look through the area, be like, huh. And be like, oh, I can jump down there maybe. And then do that. And then I'd find the ladder when I was trying to get back up or something. Armband. Ah, you're referring to the armband. Okay. Wait, the armband, because you see that in America's art for sure. But I don't remember if it's on the base game. Yeah. Huh. Again, it could still be like an artist thing, but yeah. At the very least, the armband has more precedence in concept art. So it could be whoever made the base game statue didn't reference that. And then when it came to the DLC, obviously the image of Marika in the opening cutscenes perhaps like some of the best images we got of her. So again, trying to play devil's advocate here. Also, the concept of the base game, Marika statue, she has the chain belt there. Really? It's in the artwork, but it's not in the actual model? Huh. I wonder if that was an oversight then. It was always intended to have it. I think in this room we care about? Not really, right? I don't like that hole in the wall. Man, I had it really good with the background and everything. We're gonna just wait for him to do a full once-over. Gives me time to get the angle right, too. There we go. Damn. I missed the timing there. I had it and then I screwed it up. Alright. One more. Base game has two. Xavier, now you're trying to confuse me. I think it's still too late. I hate this. I have a very, very, very specific, like, shot I want to get. Why am I like this? It's just a dude walking in a dining hall. It's not that complicated, Loki. Wait, why is it broken now? broke. Ruined! For some reason the camera seems to be slipping on its own though. Even when I'm using it elsewhere. That's kind of annoying. Like really, really stupidly annoying. Ay, ay, ay. Base game has chill, and I assume you're trying to say that Shadowland has one. Let's see. Damn, I can't get a good angle on this. Anyway. Wait. Do you guys have horns? I don't think you do. It doesn't look like you do. They're just doing the bow, right? Yeah, none of them are doing any prayer or anything. Okay. I think the big tree in the square of the church district might be a minor shadow tree, or at least related to the shadow tree. It could be something like what we see in Langdell, or at least the remains of Langdell, which seems to suggest there was probably some, like, branch of the Erd tree or something that stuck out. It's gonna depend. We have to see it. All these trees are also dead. Like, take care of your garden, Mesmer. Alright. Looks like pretty typical minor Erd tree growth. Potentially a controlled growth, but it is fairly big. So it could also be a case where they planted this thing after the shadow tree had seeds, if we want to believe that it had seeds like the Erd tree. Now, I don't know if that is possible, given that this is supposed to be the shadow of the existing Erd tree, so, like, how does that work? Also, I just noticed, the shadow tree isn't affected by the burning of the Erd tree, is it? Yeah, it's still the same no matter what. Huh. They're doing the golden vow pose? Yeah, makes sense. Yeah, I saw the winding goat thing, Night Scout. I'm not sure if that's really important, but it is worth noting. Again, I would laugh so hard if these turned out in-cut content to be like Malekith Knights or something. They got repurposed for Mesmer early in development or something. Like, they're like, nah, it's not gonna fit. The DLC has confused me a bit in what it means by an Empyrean. Is an Empyrean just one because it was chosen, or because that person is just unique? Seems suspicious. I have not given it enough thought to really say either way. It's talked about how the Empyrean is chosen by the Fingers, but you could always argue that an Empyrean is chosen because of some special quality or property, but then the problem is that begs a lot of questions of, are there Empyreans who aren't chosen then or something? Do they ever get recognized? It just opens so many other questions then. The only thing I can say for certain is that we know that in the code especially, Hornsent are referred to internally as Empyreans. It's used the same way that we have, at the very least, it reminds me of the same situation we have with the Tumerians in Bloodborne, where internally they're referred to as the Dungeon People, which, again, or Dungeon Man, I guess would be the idea. So it's like Dungeon Man, I don't know, Sorcerer or whatever the, like, subtitle for the internal name is for, like, whichever specific type it is, right? But, like, generally the race is just referred to as, like, Dungeon Man or whatever. And it makes sense in that context. Same thing with the Horn Set, right? It's like, okay, we have this entire, like, general race of people, maybe, like, I think, if I remember correctly, using, like, a handful of the same models. They're just, like, retextured and stuff, and, like, just, you know, slight changes and variation of the name, so it's easy to refer to. So the idea seems to definitely be that there's this idea that they have a potential to become gods. Now, granted, I've talked about this before, I'm not sure if Empyrean in Hornset culture would be the same as Empyrean in, Erdtree culture, per se. Because they have a whole thing about getting possessed by gods and stuff with their divine beasts and divine birds and all that. Again, I guess I should clarify. When we're saying divine, we're still talking about the same kanji, which means god. So it's like a god bird or a god thing, right? But more naturally, we say divine thing in English, right? Yeah, okay. Mesmer and Malekith both use Vulgar Militia. That is true. But yeah, I totally get you, best guy. It definitely, the Empyrean stuff definitely has a few extra wrinkles now when we have to account for characters like, Mesmer, plus, you know, all the stuff we've now learned about Miquella, and on top of that now, there's this entire race or culture or whatever that seems at the very least has an old lady who's 100% Hornsent, and at least internally, maybe they all are. Imperium might not even be a term originating from Hornsent culture. The Rao people seem to have built the Divine Towers, so they might have had a god with Elden Ring. I'm not sure about the Divine Towers from Rao thing, Night Scout. Yeah, I'm really not sold on that idea. So I'd have to look into it a lot more. But at the very least, it definitely seems like the Rao culture probably had a god of some sort. Oh my gosh. Alright. We're just gonna ignore that open door, by the way, chat. We're gonna ignore that open door. That's for future Loki to bitch about. We don't care about what future Loki thinks. Now, this is a decent enough post already, but we're gonna get rid of the ×2 speed here. I'm gonna go to 0.66. There we go. Beautiful. Okay. There we go. I assume Malekith wears similar either because he holds the Forbidden Shadow or because the Black Knights and Malekith are close to Marika and have a similar color scheme to her dress. That could be it, but the problem is the Black Knights are specifically associated with Mesmer in the lore, and only really Mesmer. Right? But I can totally imagine it's because of the... Like, we just kind of have to accept that, like, you know, the Shadow, Black, Death, right? I'm not sure if the Rune of Death is related to the Shadow tree in any meaningful way, but... At the very least, it's just easier to think that, like, yeah, of course. Of course they have the black associations because their stuff has, like, you know, black involved in it because it's related to, you know, dark stuff. Just makes sense, right? Oh my. Of course a leaf shows up on my screen right there. That's what I get for not pausing. America's own dress is predominantly black, though, which complicates matters. Is it black or brown? I'd have to go back. No, yeah, I guess it is a bit more of on a blackish side. I guess you could always argue it's like a... Nah, it's not really a blue. It's not really a navy blue type thing. Black with gold accents. Yeah, that's definitely seems accurate enough. Oh, this is gonna be fun. Man, I love my horse. I love my horse with tons of horns, half of them cut off. Yep, doesn't look like a horned guy to me. Wait. No, that's just hair. Those aren't horns. False alarm. These are just old people. Jeez, can you clear up the gas in here? Why is it so foggy? We got horse skulls, we got horns, we got rib cages. Oh. Oh, that's just a skull from another angle. We got stone tablets. At least with this, combined with the raw ruins and stuff, that, is, one bridge away from this place. We can definitely make a stronger case that Marika is reading, in her bedchamber, like, old civilization stuff. It isn't just like, oh, she decided she was gonna be cute and, have some of her people record stuff on ancient tablets. That's what I always assumed. Yeah, but now you can make it like more affirmative, right? It's not going to be a matter because someone could definitely make the argument of, oh, there's some associations with like ancient history and stuff. America going through tons of stuff. So did she know what reading? Is she taking it from other people, right? Like this one though, I feel like it strengthens that association here. Now, granted, I guess you could always argue, DLC, base game, different context or whatever. But I definitely think it helps. Oh, what's this? Oh, that's not what I wanted. Wait. They're just more horns. Wait. Wait a minute. It's just more horns. There we go. Nothing too crazy on his back. Are those scales instead of light fixtures? What scales are we talking about here? No, that looks like metal. I don't see any scales. They're just hanging by themselves, so you don't mean scales like a balancing scales, I hope. The best I can think of is that there's some kind of, like, holder, like, you know, you put it in there and then you get it, but they're so high up, I don't see the point. I hate it. You asked about the horn thing again? It's hard to tell because they got the weird warp texture in them. They're not really a tray. I don't care about you. Man, you're fug. Holy hell, I didn't even look at the chest cavity. Oh god. God, there's 7 levels to this bullshit. Thanks for the tip, Xavier, but I wanted to go through here anyway, so we might end up taking the long way around. I just was there, so no problem there. Let's go this way now. More bones just hanging around. Oh. Yeah. Alright, this could be good. Old man looking at the specimen. Is this why all the shadowy siblings are left-handed, just like Mesmer? Most enemies and NPCs are right-handed. Oh, that's a neat little detail. Glad to know we got some lefty representation here. I can't remember if you can climb to the top on your own in this place. God, it's such a maze. Oh my god. Oh my god. Fortunately, Midra is right-handed. That is unfortunate. We had a chance there, Miyazaki. Oh. Again. Alright, chat. What's by door number 1? Are you kidding me? Church district area, so... Wait. Wait, no. No, no way, no way, no way, no way, no way. You have got to be kidding me. You've got to be kidding me. The door itself doesn't open, you can reach both sides of it. Why? Why would they do this? Hey Loki, how's everything? Just tuned in. Hey, the Commissar. Doing pretty okay, all things considered. Kinda molding over the fact that they give you a door, you can actually see both sides of it, and they won't let you... Wait. Okay. And they won't let you open it, for God knows what reason. I can't believe it. How could they do this to me? The only thing I can imagine is that they had trouble loading the 2 areas fast enough. Because they had to load all the stuff for the back. I imagine they had to load a lot, like they had to load the boss arena with the boss and everything. And probably have all this also preloaded. And then all this stuff as well in case you went this direction, right? Maybe they could have gotten away with not doing this and stuff, right? But I get the feeling they probably had trouble with that and having this also loaded up. So they're like, okay, let's just shut that door, never make it a shortcut or anything. It's lame, but... I'm gonna just imagine it was development constraints and not that they are so cruel as to give us an awesome shortcut. Oh my god, why is it lagging? Yeah, if it's lagging for me here, then yeah. Yeah. God, that... What the frick happened? Hello? Game? Oh god. Game's having a bit of a Biden moment. Go. Hey, Raijin. Hey, look, I've been enjoying your Abyssal Archive audiobook. I'm learning a lot of The Witch's Isle Chapter 8. Yeah, Isle is one of my my favorite parts of DS lore, so I'm glad you're enjoying it. Yeah. The button for these elevators have the golden ring from Mesmer's Sigil. Wait. Do you mean the elevator we just passed, or the elevator that we... Oh, this elevator. Okay, gotcha. Cool. I was about to be like, wait, the stone elevator? I don't remember that. Okay. Are we done? Are we done, like, murdering my setup? I have to reload things. Anything good here? Yeah, it looks like just boxes with stuff on top. There's just a gear out in the open for no good reason. Like, it's just like floating gear. It serves no function. Oh my god, this loading. Alright, I can't take it anymore. Yeah, it would be cool if we can go back in time and see more of Isla's civilization, but it is what it is. Oh. It's blue. I'll be honest, I completely missed that whenever I was last here. Yeah, something like this now. Yeah, something like this now. Oh, cool. They got the ring thing on the chairs here. I bet you will get a better look at these chairs, but... So the bats are connected to Mesmer, or are they just here? Okay, so... I can't imagine that there's not a... that the bat imagery is accidental, in light of the fact that the winged, snake specifically has, like, bat-like wings. So I have to assume it's just one of those things where it's like, you know, there's a lot of bat association with the character. They decide to carry that... Oh, God. Who puts a lever like this? This is gonna make someone have a heart attack. Anyway, I imagine it's something like, okay, thing has bat wings or whatever, so bat's kind of like a secondary symbolic animal as a result. And then, you know, bats and stuff, like, they like going in rafters and things, and this is a big place, so you can imagine them being here. And maybe they're attracted to the bat ornamentation or whatnot, who knows, but, you know, they're here now. Oh, that's, ignore that. Well, that ruined things, huh? That the fort where you find Ratigan Seal and Limgrave, where else are they? They're found a lot of places. They're found, like, typically, especially during daytime, they're found, like, under, like, different, like, rock outer crops and stuff like that. Like, a lot of, like, a lot of places with shadows and things. Obviously, yeah, they're at the fort and stuff. Though I don't think they're responsible for the fort's destruction. I think they're just attracted to all the dead bodies that are already there, if I recall correctly. So I'm curious, Loki, how are enemies not attacking you? I'm using, my camera mod comes with a, what do you call it? An AI, disable feature. So I'm technically, quote-unquote, stealth. So basically, if enemies, want to attack me or someone else, they're not going to. Now, granted, that doesn't stop them from doing, like, you know, stuff that they're, like, pre-programmed to do. So if there's a guy around the corner and he's programmed to stab you when you pass by, he's going to stab you when you pass by. But, like, outside of those circumstances, I basically don't have to give a hoot about whatever's going on. Yeah, so this is supposed to be, like, a bunch of different churches and stuff. Yeah, and they just moved in afterwards, for sure. Ah, this is the tree you're talking about, Xavier. Yeah. Yeah. This 100% looks like just a root of the shadow tree or whatever that is sticking out. Oh my goodness, I just realized. Because I was thinking about it, chat, and I was like, huh. Yeah, I think, after giving, now that I'm giving it more thought, I 100% do think that the Shadow Tree, was created probably significantly before this entire land was put in the Land of Shadow. Because I think, from what we've seen and stuff, if this is supposed to be like a root in something of the Shadow Tree, for one, we don't see that stuff grow in a lot of places around the lands between the same way the Erd Tree roots do, like with the Great Root System, and for obvious reasons, right? But more importantly, we have catacombs and stuff, but they seem to, with the Godwyn faces, but they have regular, Erd Tree roots. And if Godwyn's roots are, like, trans-dimensional, as in they can, like, go to where the Erd Tree roots, wherever they are, doesn't matter if they're physically on the same plane, then this would imply that the Land of Shadow, the Erd Tree had to be around long enough before it was put into a separate dimension for those Erd Tree roots to grow everywhere so they could build their, so they can build the catacombs and stuff. That could also explain some of the skeletons and stuff that rise without the... that otherwise wouldn't really have an explanation for those who live in death and things. Hey, take a closer look at the tree, like the actual tree. Yeah, I've taken a look at the tree a lot of times, but not with the camera, I don't think. It's how ugly this stuff looks, because it's so pixelated. It's a shame, but... What is this gonna be? Paint or something? Huh. Cages. My favorite. So let's take a look here. So we got Big Church with Erd Tree, Big Church with, Erd Tree, oh sorry, Shadow Tree, courtyard thing, right? Then we have Chapel thing over... not here. This is like courtyard for here? No, it's not. Where's that other chapel where the grace is? Over here? Is this it? Oh. I think it's... yeah, it's over here. Okay, so we have chapel, big church, extension to the church, and then whatever this is over here. I don't know if this is supposed to be just like a terrace or a courtyard. Yeah, honestly, for a church district, it's pretty, like, it's pretty much like a regular parish. It doesn't have anything, like, too crazy. I thought it would be like 5 churches or something, but the buildings are pretty distinct from each other. Anything on the Fire Knights? Nothing that I can think of. Chat, has there been anything, like, really notable we found on Fire Knights? I mean, we saw the mask and stuff, but that's, like, already got, like, tons of lore to it. I think it's anything crazy. Did you see the blue and black banners in the back of the blue room early, Loki? No, I did not see those. I'll have to go back to that room now. That's fine. I want to go up here anyway. Is this fog, because of nighttime? It might be. I don't know how much of this... I just don't know how much of this, this stuff is caused by... Hey, is caused by time of day or whatever, and how much is just the natural lighting for this dungeon. Looks about as foggy, huh? Yeah, so everything looks like it loads in fine. Okay. Alright, let's see. Yeah, it's not as foggy. Alright. Alright, so the problem isn't the... The problem is the height of the entire area. Okay. Okay. No problems there. No issues there. Okay. Cool. This looks good, chat. Ooh, I actually really like that. Yeah, my character's there, but I think I could definitely work with that. This I wouldn't want to really touch. We'll do the small chapel building here. Wait, what? Are you kidding? Okay. There, now you can't cheat. Freaking game's like, they can't see it below here, so we're gonna deload it. I swear. Alright. Let's get rid of all the leaves for a sec. No Erdtree tiling in any of these churches, though, curiously enough. Surprised I didn't die. Wait. Let's get shots of this. Just to show people we're, in fact, trying to sail down here. Howdy, Loki and Co. Hey, Victor. How you doing? Well, well, well. Yeah, they don't usually use this tiling either. Man. Wonder what happened. Again, future Loki can worry about the fact that the door's open. Past Loki not giving two shits. We have tree. This takes us underground, if I recall. God, even at ×5 speed, huh? I don't know who's falling to their deaths, but, you know, congrats to them. Windows? This far underground? We're gonna go outside, but that's fine. Yeah, let me look at these goat things, quote unquote. So we have the lions, right? I mean, I guess, I don't know. It's so abstract. I'm not sure if that's really intended. Because this is a reused asset from the base game, so. I mean, I guess you could say they reused it with purpose. Cause they're like, hey, it has it already. Why not use it, right? Not here. Where's the church? Just here. Not too far off. And yeah, Shadow Tree middle is really about here, so. We don't really see any other roots and stuff stick out, but, you know, reasonable size that it would grow in here. I would be surprised if some of that growth is also because of, No, it has to exist. It has to exist pretty early while they're building like the keep and stuff. I think, right? Yeah. Something here, like this. There we go. Huh. It's a big ass tree, though, isn't it? Did I put that thing too far, actually? I might have. No, I am very much inside the tree here. It's just that big. It's a thick tree. Man. Really gives you perspective, huh? Yeah, look at that. I moved that thing and it's still not there. Also, that looks like a pretty cool shot. Yeah. Holy shit. Holy shit. Like, that just crazy. So it's like, it takes up like this entire space here. It's pretty goddamn wide. Wait. Oh. Is that unique? Am I crazy? Do these sunflowers here only appear in the immediate vicinity at the edge? Oh, I've seen shadow sunflowers on the edges. Are those shadow sunflowers, though? I don't recall them having golden leaves. I thought they were black. Let me look here. At the very least, their menu graphic, I thought, was. But let me double check. Where's the shadow flower? Shadow flower! I got the gold flower! Where's the shadow flower? Do I not recognize what this thing looks like? Here it is. Oh no, it's got yellow. Okay. Okay, never mind. False alarm. I was concerned this was like a unique. Oh no, you could acquire it. Okay, I thought that was just. I thought that was just for show. I didn't realize it was an acquirable item. Okay, cool. You just fair enough. Just grab them. Chat. I don't remember. Did I take shots of the Shaman Village yet? I don't think I did. Maybe I did. Did I? I don't remember. Damn. You know what? I bet you I did, but not with the updated modded camera. I bet that's why I'm confused. There we go. Woo. I don't care about your birds. Oh, look, Chat, the kind gold planted and left a tree. Same stuff here. this is supposed to be nighttime. Let's fix that. I was like, this place does look a little dark. Oh, you can see inside one of the coffins? Cool. I guess we can always look. Oh, let me do that. Let me do this, chat. Man. My last Scadu tree blessing. Yeah, you know, that's why I couldn't beat the boss, chat. I didn't have the last blessing I needed. That's why I struggled so hard. Anyway, let's pass time. I wonder if it rains here at all. I have to imagine not, because it kind of would ruin the mood when you first arrive here. No one cares about you. There we go. This looks better. Man, Shaman Village, 3 hovels and a tree. No, 4 hovels, my bad. Now this is the size of a hamlet. I don't know, I think it's a little small to be even called a hamlet. I feel like that's being very generous. A lot of doves here, though. I really want to portray this place as kind of serene. It definitely looks like no one really came back here for a while. Like, you have all the destroyed... You have all this stuff kind of, like, destroyed at the front doors and things. Like, houses boarded up. Granted, they took the house boarding up because it's in the base game, so... Oh god, there's no entrance to this place. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no! How do you get in? I guess you need to come back after she was God. Yeah, yeah. I assume based on this and stuff. If I recall correctly, the wording implies it was during Mesmer's thing, I assume, because it sounds like it was happening during the whole betrayal thing of the Hornset, or at least I assume the Hornset. Like I said before, I'm open to the idea that America totally sold out her people so she could become God, and then she comes back later to confess it when she's trying to hide everything anyway. She's like, you know, this can be my last chance to ever be honest with someone, so I'll be honest to you, good old grandma. Grandmama. Hamlets are small. I mean, hamlets are like villages, right? So I've seen at least on TV. I don't think I've ever been to a place called a hamlet, but I've seen on TV at least hamlets, and they look about the size as regular villages in my experience. Do any of these buildings have front doors? Like, I feel like we had the one that had like the boarded up door. Oh, it's they got hay and stuff though. That's interesting. Hence the confession part of the golden braid. Yeah, that would be my my impression. I don't think I still have the braid, right? So I can read that thing. Exactly how the localization puts it. What was her prayer? What was her prayer? Her wish? Her confession? Right? So it's going through these different options of, like, you know, what was it that she was doing there, right? Basically the idea is, like, you're never gonna get an answer. America never returned home again, right? So the only thing I can think of, looking at all of the hearing and looking at all of this, is that it had to be something pretty big if she's trying to, if she's gonna, like, confess it. Obviously, the idea of, her prayer, her wish, it's just her, like, for what she hopes is gonna happen in the future, things work out, right? Like, you can imagine generally, but, like, what will be the confession then? Silly Loki, everyone knows shamans just teleport into their homes. Ah, I see. I was not given the memo. Clearly, I did not watch that on TV. Shaman Hamlets, they be wild, yo. Also, Grandmama's looking mighty fine, I'm just gonna say. Again, I talked about it before, the way it's written as literally like a great or grandmother. So, I guess you could say there might be some wordplay there with the term Miyazaki chose to go with. But I can't say with absolute certainty or anything. There we go. Perfect. Yeah, it could, again, there's other options, like you said. There could be something like, could be about her revenge on the Hornsent, or anything, that, there wasn't any justice to what she was doing to the Hornsent, right? It could be, it's like, oh, they did all these things to you, and now I'm getting back at them, or whatever, right? Like, obviously never gonna acknowledge that this is all for, quote-unquote, petty revenge or something. Like, you could definitely go with other options there. But that was, like, my first impression I got when, like, just playing through it. So I'm going to have to see if I find anything else to dispel that notion. I assume the idea is that she became this tree, right? That's why there's such a big focus on having, like, the one dead tree, quote-unquote, in all the others. Have all these roots and stuff connected back to her. Hey, would it be funny if the beheaded statue we see is another shaman who, like the grandmother, is like maybe at an earlier stage of this whole tree thing, and obviously she got beheaded, and that the snake skin we see is a leftover from, like, I don't know, the Snake of Gelmir or whatever. I don't know how that would work. It was part of, like, I would assume, like, something kind of like a god Elden Lord scenario where the snake would be the Elden Lord, maybe, but, like, again, I don't know if that works. These shaman people are certainly strange. Are all Newman like this, or was Marika just a Newman shaman? That's another question, right? Like, was Marika the only one born Newman? Were these all Newman? The shaman thing I can imagine, just because of the fact we have finger ruins here, like, it just depends on whether or not these finger ruins came first or not. Another suspicious thing to keep in mind is this bridge here, right? Formal stone bridge. Now again, we've seen designs like this in the base game and stuff, and it doesn't really tell you much. And they're all at least have all their own little unique quirks from each other. But looking at this thing just by itself, it makes me wonder: was this Erdtree was this for Erdtree construction and stuff? Because it doesn't have the tiles. It's just blank. And if it wasn't them, who did? Who made this? Why'd they want to go to Finger Ruins? What were their plans? Is the big hole in the hinterlands important? Big hole? Where? Oh! The one over here? I don't know. Let me look. Could be the site where a shooting star fell, for all we know. I don't know how to get up there, unfortunately. Over here. Alright. good view. It does look very convenient. Right? Like, if I look at it from this angle, it's like, huh. Huh. It very much does kind of remind me of the meteor strike we saw in the base game, right? The problem is, it's not the only one, because we also have this, like, little ravine thing here, so I could see someone argue it's natural. I don't know enough about geology to know what could possibly form this, or if it's even vaguely feasible. Something like this could have just been created, as is. Yeah, I like the Ymir quest, too. Yeah, that's a good, this is a good way to do it. Check if there's something underground down there. We don't really have anything underground that that's worth looking at, right? Yeah, we would be going right past the, hole this way to get to the Shadu tree. So the only thing we really be passing is another ravine thing underground. So yeah, I don't know. It's hard to say by itself. If that was anything important, it's super deep lore, and I'm barely on the surface. I'm gonna have to go like 10 times. Ah! Oh, now you know it's a Loki stream. I have to go 10 times deeper in order to really make that determination. Imagine if we had a Finger Legacy dungeon, I would have been fingered out. LOL. I'll be honest, I've had enough of Finger Ruins. They're way too big with nothing in them. I'll be honest. I get the ideas for scale and scope and to really kind of wow you by the fact that there's these giant things here, but my goodness, they were annoying to explore. Where the hell am I? Wait. Where are my drops? Oh, whatever, I guess. Oh. I forgot to take this off, that's why. Whoops. Oh. Whoa! That was a waste. That was a total waste. I should probably spend that 600k, you know? Yeah, just kind of sitting around with 600k is probably not the smartest idea I've ever had. What was the different particles falling around the Finger Ruins? The Shaman Village has gold particles. The one by the Dragon Place has blue particles. So, my thought was maybe this was for Placky's 2 fingers. This is for Marika's 2 fingers. Wait, is that yellow? Oh, it's even reflected in the map. Cool. Cool. So that's what I thought. Now, I never noticed this detail here. So I don't know how that might affect things. Because again, I'm not entirely certain why we have so many 2 fingers, especially when we only have 2 Finger Ruins. I guess 3 if you count Metters, and hers are obviously very small. Like, I don't understand what the point of the Finger Ruins are. Like, are they there to worship the fingers? Are they, like, do they, like, predate a bunch of stuff? Like, I have so many questions. Also, you get the red talisman with the blue one and the blue with the gold. Yeah, I'm not sure if that's important, or if the actual, like, color and stuff's important or not. Or if they were just like, yeah, we'll just, you know, because of difficulty and, you know, scaling and stuff. Depends on what they value more for, like, PvP or PvE. I didn't realize there was a, the village had its own graveyard, though. There we go. God, these things are just insufferable. Oh, yeah, so surprised Torrent didn't die to that. Look at all the gold. Oh, look, a horn set. Wait, what? Oh, yeah, okay, yeah, here. For a second, I was like, wait, did I pass one else somewhere? Okay. Yeah, there's the tree here. I should get a shot of it. It's the best evidence we have of Hornsent being in this area. Actually, maybe instead of America, it was the, maybe it's related to the two fingers that could have labeled all the Hornsent Empyreans or something. Okay, yeah, the same here. Okay. Shadow flowers look the same as gold flowers. Then we have our... Then we have a meteor strike here, which gives us our good old friend, the Falling Star Beast. Which, again, this isn't that crazy, right? Like, you know, a meteor strike happening before this land gets hit in shadow. Sometime during the Age of Plenty era. Like, you know, that's not too crazy. Now, my question is it supposed to be coincidence in lore that the star landed here? And then, it's supposed to just make us think about stars falling at the ruin area? Or is it, again, all coincidence? Because I find it strange that they decided, oh, you know what this finger ruin needs? A Falling Star Beast. Very odd choice, if you ask me. And this at least looks man-made, right? What's the JP name for the Shadow Sunflowers? Okay, so, this requires a bit of background. So, the term for sunflower, at least the one that's relevant for our discussion here, is written with the kanji that would literally mean a dayflower, essentially, right? To oversimplify. So you essentially have, instead of sunflower in JP, you're essentially saying dayflower. Again, this is, we're talking about in the context of what Miyazaki's doing here for his pun. Now, the pun, as I'm about to go into, is that in the base game, when you get golden sunflowers, the kanji for day is replaced with gold. So it's not called a day flower, it's called a gold flower. And then when you get to the Shadu sunflowers, or however they're called here, it's the same thing, but you replace the kanji for gold this time with shadow, so it becomes a shadow flower. Yeah, that's the easiest way to describe it for you non-speakers here. Also, this ruin has unique pink lampreys for whatever reason. Wait, they're pink? I do not remember that. And again, we have a lot of finger creepers here. Which I still think are probably experiments of Marika, that, like, her trying to artificially recreate them in the base game for the most part. But now we also have them now associated with Meter in the DLC, so it's like, if they're here, then does that mean this is where Meter was originally? Is this where she landed? Oh, wait, I can look at this now. Xavier, if I recall... Yeah, the fingers! They're just like... It's still treated as a corpse, right? Yeah, examine remains. Okay, so it's still a corpse. Alright. Then we'll look at the pink lampreys. God, why do you gotta be like that, man? Why you gotta be like that? Also, is this the pink one? Holy frick. God, I hate how this thing clips. Holy hell, what do you do different from the others? I also am still not sure if lampreys are like their own thing, or if they're just people who transform, who like fail to properly transform into fingers. Jury's out on that for me. Thank goodness you fixed yourself. Alright. Make sure I don't... Alright. Gotta take those shots again. Oh, is this shed skin Night Scout? I wasn't sure if it was like damage or something. Yeah, it does kind of look like skin, doesn't it? So you think they're just pink when they first shed their skin, maybe? Alright, they're not clipping now with their tails, which was my biggest gripe here, so let's... Alright, I'm gonna have so many shots of lamprey. Ah, lamprey! Alright. Dark ones have dark shedding? Ah, I see. So they all have the shedding. When they're casting their fingernail spells, it sounds like water/bubbles. That does make sense. Oh no, we're hitting nighttime, so let's do this while we still have decent lighting. There we go. Are these types of patterns on the remains altar things inside the Wandering Mausoleums? I don't recall. Huh. Really looks petrified, huh, buddy? No, nor does the headstone have gold. Uh-huh. Representative of an Elden Lord, maybe? I don't know. Okay, keep going. Okay. We got these petrified egg things. Yeah. Wait. Are we sure those aren't clothes? That looks a lot like textile to me. But it has to be something else, right? Because this looks more fleshy. That's very weird. Yeah, yeah, it definitely has like that kind of leather or like a thick textile look to it. Like, the way this is designed, it looks like there's... Like, obviously there's a comparison to a finger itself, the way it's long and winding. But you have all these trails. And then you have this almost like impact type area. But there's definitely no sign of glintstone or anything like meteor impact that we see here. Esper be like, hey dad. God, if his dad was a lamprey, I guess I wouldn't be too surprised. Why is this one Deo? And this one Rhea? And then you got the Finger Ruins of Mir. But are these are so small, so are these like secret? Were they constructed by Ymir after the fact? Because they still work. They take you to weird arcane dimension thing. Diarrhea. I don't know if something pressed onto the planet, Night Scout. They should always argue it's magic, but it definitely looks like something physical dragged itself and made all these marks. Right? They're actually more like mounds or things, so... Yeah, maybe they're artificially created with mounds or something instead. But man, that would be really annoying, making strips and strips of mounds like that. Rhea, Mother of Zeus? I don't know if that's the reference there. He's like how anything corrupts the surrounding area. Yeah, again, I can see it totally just being like magic or whatever. But again, there's so many questions. Why do we have these like stone finger things with the gold in them for this one? Why do we have the marks on the ground? Why do we have, if these are ruins, why do we have the horn, and why do we have that little wall thing backdropping it? Like, there's so many questions about what is natural, quote unquote, what is supernatural, what is artificial, man-made. Ah, there it is. There we go. Ah, nope, a little lower. There we go. Perfect. Did you ever go listen to the Mother of Fingers thing? No, I haven't gotten around to it. That's cool. Where's the other one that we could find now? Maybe up here? The west bridge from the castle. So this one? The west rampart? I'm so high up! That's what I get. Alright, it's time. Collect my runes, spend my 600k. Let's stop screwing around. Wait, where'd I drop them then? Oh, they're there. Alright, we're spending them. I don't know what we're spending them on, but we're spending them. Sure, endurance. Again, sometimes you can open these doors. Sometimes they're like, nope, we won't allow you. I don't like that. Well, I definitely don't like that either, though. Okay, you know what? Huh. They clearly attach some meaning to using the split colors. But I can't think of anything that would make me go, ah yes, R'hllana with the Rao ruins. Other than maybe they contributed some manpower and knowledge? Oh, why is this blue? Oh, because of Torrent. Oh my goodness, it's my favorite Erdtree lever. Yeah, the split colors again here. I guess it could just be representing the fact that Rolana and Mesmer are acting as one here to any of the enemies coming to the castle. Yeah, unfortunately, Rao Ruins, there isn't a lot we can take good shots of besides scenic shots. Oh! Let's get a good shot of these bear, though. There we go. Once I just see... Night Scout. Night Scout. Night Scout. Night Scout. Does this look like it's just more glossy to you? It's very clearly two distinct colors. Like, come on. Yeah, we don't see anything with the Blackstone of this stuff, huh? Compared to the other areas, but they use the same golems and stuff, so there's no denying it's the same culture. Alright, so in the JP script, this is described as like a ground fissure that's split. So it's clear that these bridges... It's clear that there was always some sort of ravine that these bridges existed around, right? But the way they're split and so mismatched, it definitely looks and feels like something's wrong. Now, I don't know what it is, because one problem we have here is we clearly see, for example, like this river thing here, but we don't really have that for this one here. So we have like a mismatch on this side. And I don't, yeah, it's not like you can match it on this side either. Unless... No, yeah, you just can't really make it match. So definitely lots of questions that this would beg on how exactly these areas would have connected and stuff. I can see some of the stuff here, right? If they wanted to do a thing where it was like there was this highway thing that would extend or whatever, though it's not immediately obvious to me how that would work. Yeah, this is where we fought the line dancer. Yeah, still nothing interesting, unfortunately. Could the missing bridge parts be at the bottom of the ravine? They could be, but I don't remember seeing anything that kind of resembled that, and I'm not going to do that right now, because it's probably not even loaded. We have to go down to that area, like, you know, the lower section of that area, and then I can check. Again, I'm so disappointed I cannot go on top of here. Missed opportunity. Yeah, so clearly something happened. Whether, I don't know if it's like an earthquake or some sort of other way that the earth kind of split in some regards. Like, there's definitely something bizarre going on here. Might even connect Goodness me. Oh, look, guys, it's the Gate of Divinity right over there. Maybe there's an aqueduct continuation that fell, or it was just an oversight by the devs, right? They wanted to do a cool little waterfall thing, but they didn't think about how they would connect it. Or you could, I guess you could argue maybe there was some weird, like, water tower hole thing that they planned to have the water fall down in the middle or something. Yeah, it's not something that's so important that it requires an answer. But again, like I said, if I go down to Rao, we can check. This stuff gives you rot, right? I'm not. It doesn't look quite like the rot that we see at like Lake of Rot and things. Yeah, these are more like bud rot. Yeah, give Scarlet right. Yeah, just had to double check. I'm like, gotta make sure this is the right stuff. Oh god. So many buds. I shall teach. I see a decent amount of people speculating off of Romina's remembrance. I don't remember which remembrances. There was a little thing where the localization got something slightly off that missed a nuance of Romina's character. It's not the biggest thing, admittedly, but it was a small thing that I thought was worth mentioning. Alright, because it's a boss arena, huh? But I am curious what people are speculating about. Is it because of how her remembrance looks, or is it something in the lore text? Oh. Looks good. Pretty okay with most of that. Divided Falls. Hence this moon gazing grounds. Okay, so that is intentional. This was for looking up at the moon. Okay. Oh, it's talking about she added to the rod. I don't know if she added anything. I think she just took the existing bud. Because that seems to be the divinity, quote unquote. I guess she just, invoked it. Let's change this to nighttime. There we go. Are you kidding me? Really? Please just be a foggy night. Because she weaved a twisted element into the rod, if I remember correctly. Yeah, I do not recall that. Oh my god, it's right. I saw the moon! I know it's there, somewhere. The things I do for shots. There we go. Perfect. Yeah, I can't remember which description it was, but like I said earlier, there was a slight nuance lost with the character, which was the idea that essentially the butterflies had lost, if I remember right, their goddess, their or was it the rock god? I can't remember exact wording, but essentially it was the impression that just as how the butterflies had lost someone, so had Romina, right? She lost her people, her culture, civilization, right? So you know that background. In your mind, right? So there's the idea that she could uniquely sympathize and reach out to them. That was the nuance that was lost. So it's this idea that that she's able to kind of connect with them on a personal level that which is why they're responding to her and stuff. After the church was burned to the ground, Romina discovered a twisted divine element, which she weaved into the baleful scarlet rod. Yeah. So the divine element, again, this idea of a divine element or divine quality, or I guess you could also say divine nature, refers to a divinity, right? And this is the same term used for, like, example, the divine element that helps create that led to the creation of the Lake of Rot, right? The scorpion stinger. So, like, stuff like that. Wait, was it the stinger? Yeah, it was the stinger because it was turned into a dagger, right? Yeah. So then, that's the same idea. That's kind of giving off this purpose of that there is this aspect, I guess, of the rock god or some power, some entity infused with the rock god's power that that Romina had, which we see in the trailer and stuff, right? And then as her people's like burned around and everything, it's like, okay, I'm going to use this, and then like the butterflies and the scarlet rod and all that came from it. So I don't think she added anything. I think it's just a matter of the fact that it's in the form of a bud versus like what we see at the Lake of Rot with just the stinger, which I guess you might argue is in some way like more pure because it comes directly from like the rock god's body as a scorpion or whatever it was. Yeah, the butterfly incantation. Oh, let's get out of here. I don't like this. I like being in this area when it's nighttime. Certainly not the impression most people seem to get. Well, I guess I'm not most people. To be fair, I wouldn't be surprised because I guess people would want to make Romina out to be more important than she is because she seems like a very, like, simple character. Granted, I think she has huge lore implications, just the fact that she exists, but her character itself doesn't seem to be that crazy. Yeah, I already have all the shots we wanted here. We don't need any more. Butterfly spell is kind of ass, unfortunately. Is it? I know what you're saying, Xavier. I'm just talking about, like, on the deeper level. I think a lot of people want Romina to be a bigger character, I would imagine. So I think their interpretation is biased toward something that would give her more credence, rather than questioning if it's the text that might be giving the wrong impression. Did the Outer God screw over? I have no idea, honestly. I have many questions about to what extent the Outer Gods can meddle in things or whatever, right? They kind of always seem to mosey in when other stuff's happening, but it's never something like, you know, it's never something as crazy as you'd expect for an entity that's powerful enough to have, like, dominion over elements like, you know, rot, decay, blood, right? Like, you don't see, like, the Formless Mother showing up to every Tom, Dick, and Harry who bleeds out. Always the revolution. Know what I see? Oh. Piercing throw, huh? I guess that can go with the whole giant oversized arrowhead idea that we, from the greatsword thing. But, like, I don't know. Are they hacking any bodies? Let's see. Gotta hate when the camera spazzes out like this. Keeping it under control is such a pain. Oh, there's a corpse here. Cool. Smithing stone 1. Buddy sleeping. I'm not seeing any that are hacking at anything. They seem to be just chilling. Yeah, these guys are just chilling. Except she does with the Blood Fiends. Yeah, right. Like, for some reason, in the land of shadow, she decided she really wanted to transform everyone into naked mole rats. It's like, Hornset, you get to be naked mole rats. What was it? Misbegotten, you get to be naked mole rats. Everybody gets to be a giant naked mole rat. Why? Why can't it be pretty things? You know, these outer gods, they would have more followers if they made sure that all their transformations weren't horrific looking. Just saying. Huh. I wonder. I guess we'll see. Oh my god. Why are you raining? At least the text says I had the same initial impression. Well, fair enough, Xavier. Alright. I did say this would be a short stream. It's dragging a little longer than short, so they were going to end things after this. Ah, but you see, it is a golden defaced statue of America. So we got belt thing. We got surprisingly shorter hair. Is this made of wood? Huh. This looks more like wood. These are wood statues, I think. Oh, yeah, yeah. But it's golden, right? I'm not crazy there. Golden wood? Huh. Unless the braid's curled behind her torso. Doesn't look like it. Yeah, it's the same platform as the wooden ones you see at the camps, for sure. Huh. Yeah, we'll go to Mesmer's room. Again, I think I asked this during the Let's Play, but are these the same, Miranda flowers we see in Altus? There we go. I don't know, I think... Yeah. There we go. Just normal Altus ones? Okay, good to know. So yeah, this... I wonder if this means we can further date... I wonder if this means we can further date the Mesmer's Purge till after the golden seeds first appeared and were starting to be sown. And that, like, some of the perfumers, like, just had some of these seeds on here. Like, I'm wondering if it's, like, around the time Marika's establishing the Minor Erd Tree Church and stuff to do her own research into the seeds, she sent Mesmer away. I definitely want to... don't think this is part of America's research into the minor Erdtrees here. With how like isolated and stuff they have this hidden away, like so far away from anything. Like, why wouldn't it be somewhere like back here maybe, or near the village, or over here? Like, it seems random to choose to do it like in this random corner, so far out from where the castle is. Like, compared to the minor Erdtree Church, it's like, okay, it's like just outside of Langdell. This leads us to the poison area. North, yep. Ruins of Unte. Way to get to the church district. A lot more color on this map, right? Like, they're showing a little colorful area with the flowers here. Yeah. Nah, we'll go through there another time. Again, why would that be something that you're not allowing? Like, I mean, like, it's everyone sees like everyone's gonna see the minor Erdtrees. Like, they're gonna see like the trees growing. Like, that just sounds. That sounds unreasonably complicated for no, like, real benefit. Oh my god. Am I gonna have to do this? Alright, let's get some stuff with the graves, then we'll do Mesmer's thing, and then we'll be done. There we go, this is what we call beautiful. Oh. ×5 speed, ×5 misses on the jump. Okay, higher LOD's already on. Horn scent, though, funnily enough. I was about to say, I was like, wait, where's this castle? There you go. Is it all the America top graves off to the side or behind pagan ones? No. I guess you could say off to the. Off to the side for that front one there. Yeah, because I'm looking at the wrong angle. Yeah, it is interesting how this one's set up. These two, yeah, we got two here. These are normal though. Yeah, I'm not sure if it's as significant. This one's pretty normal. Then you got this one. It's a little off kilter, but yeah. It's interesting how it's not like very organized, that's for sure. We do have some extras here. So we have the flower-topped graves over there. Then we got these guys. I guess you could say these might have been the grave keepers. I imagine. So I'm trying to think. Do we have any burial grounds inside the castle itself? We have the boat things. That's about it I can think of. The hell are you? Alright. I'm trying to see if I can get any of these guys to stand. They really don't want to, though. More golden skeletons. A lot of pairs, huh? Noticing. Any particular reason, Miyazaki? There you go. Not really any consistency with these graves here, though. Yeah, I was thinking about the set of two thing, but like I don't see it here. There's one that's like one by itself. There's one where it's like three of them. Right, like it's not consistent. Let's turn AI back on. Let's play with this. Really? That's the best I got? Shield's not as bright as it used to be. Oh well. It is what it is. let's look at Mesmer's room. That's ominous. Yeah, so we have these things sticking here, very similar to what we see in several other locations that seem to be for burial. So this could be for burial. What's this I'm looking at over here? Well, this is Mesmer's symbol. There's his chair. No, I don't like that. Wait, what the, oh no, that's just the stones glowing. That's just lighting. That's just weird from soft lighting. A little bit. So that is intended to be gold. There we go. A little bit of her same back thing. I'm not sure if it's exactly the same, but it's close enough, right? Little back cloth thing they have here. Alright, so we have Marika with long hair, like people say. So she has the one arm band. She still has her crown thing here. And she has her belt. So this was just to me that Mesmer has to be born after Marika becomes queen, right? I don't think you can say she happened before then, unless this is a creative depiction, right? Now let's compare it to a statue of her in the base game. Right? Is there room below the Dark Chamber of this tower? No. As far as I can tell, we can't access this zone of the map outside of the tower. So, yeah. So this is the entrance. This is the chamber. This is the area with all the research stuff that we go past. Yeah, so it's all separated. Anyway. Right? Oh, there's not one here. Okay, let's go to Third Church of America. cloak the ring thing between statues is also different? I would imagine, right? Because it's a separate model, right? It's not like they have America model that they're posing, right? They're making a new one every time, right? So we have America, so we have America with long hair, 2 armbands, still her crown, right? Just no belt thing here. But apparently it's in concept art, so make of that what you will, right? Then we got America looking. So then Mesmer's born, right? So America still has long hair, at least on one side. I don't know if we can see it on the other. It's hard to tell. Maybe? It's hard. It looks like it might clip or blend into the other thing. Oh, no, it's here. Okay. It's here. Both look decently long in this shot. Right? But essentially we have America with 1 armband here, but definitely long hair on this one side being purposefully shown, right? So, again, I'm not going to focus too much on the armband and maybe the hair here, because it's very obvious the way they position the statue and stuff. You're not supposed to see them. Again, it could be relevant. For the purpose of what you can see in-game, this is all you're getting. And they're making sure, okay, you see this? There's that long strand of hair. There's the armband we're familiar with, but you have the belt added, which, again, may or may not be an oversight from the base model. And then finally... God, we don't have a grace point in any of these? Really? What's a good church I can potentially run to? I guess here. No, not Lamenter's Jail, my bad. Yeah, I know Ziovsky's got pictures. I just want to look at it in game. I can't tell what the length is just looking at it, so I'm going to probably have to go back and look at Ziovsky's, Ziovsky? I guess that's how you pronounce it. Look at that model again, see the specifics for comparison. But as far as, like, what in-game is concerned, you can't tell. And then finally, we have the Shadow America. Her head is cut off, but now her hair here is short. So, I can only assume, then, that the icon of America that they base their statues on is the last time they saw her, so right after she went to her village. So she went to her village, cut her braid, left it there. Then she probably returned to say, like, her bye-byes to Mesmer and stuff while he goes off to do his purging thing. They made sure to capture her image in, like, a small icon or statue, or they remembered how it looked, or whatever it was, right? And they built it. And then I guess maybe Marika regrew her hair or whatnot, because I don't remember how she does her hair in the final game, like when we see her, you know, all, you know, crucified. The church with the pata? Church. This one, no. None of these churches have, grace points for them. I think the closest one would probably be Church District inside the keep. There aren't a lot of churches for America, either. It's hard to tell if these churches are used to mark anywhere important she's been or not. Because I can't imagine what she's got going here. That she's over in this corner, right? Or here. This one I could kind of believe, right? Because it's close to the keep or whatever. But again, it's... We don't get any Melena's, like, words of wisdom from America or anything like that, so... In the final game, she has one braid pulled to her, right? Oh, wow. So I guess the idea would be that she, after she cut her hair, she would restyle it in the lanes between, maybe? So it would be one braid, so you wouldn't notice the length, or maybe she let it regrow, or what? I don't remember exactly how her concept art looked, because you don't see her face. Anyway, that's going to be it from me for now. It was cool looking at that. Definitely put the timeline together in my head now. So now I'm going to say that without a shadow of a doubt, I don't think Mesmer was born before Marika was Queen of the Erdtree and stuff. And if Mesmer wasn't born before Queen of the Erdtree, I'm extremely skeptical if that Melina was. Because it sounds like, at least the way that they're highlighting it, like Melina and Mesmer might be twins who both had visions. Now maybe they're not. Maybe they are like siblings or whatever. And then it's a lot more vague on when each of them was born respective to each other. But at the very least, I think we could say Mesmer 100% born after Marika was Queen of the Erdtree, not before. So I think that question's out of the way. She also has a different hairstyle in the DLC story cinematic, I think. Okay, gotcha. I'll have to review all of that then. Oh wait, is that a corpse file? Yeah, it is. Look at all those burn bodies. Anyway, thanks so much for joining me, chat, on this wonderful adventure on a doing casual streams. Always happy to have you guys here contributing. Anyway, see ya.